Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming to our low-risk outdoor arts and entertainment following the guidelines of New York State. So, I'm Steve Stahl.
I'm Jeannie Goddard.
Yeah, so we do have some funders we'd like to thank, and the official boilerplate, since we don't have printed programs. These programs are made possible in part with a grant from the Decentralization Program, a grant program of New York State Council of the Arts with support of Governor Andrew Cuomo in the New York State Legislature, and administered by the Community Arts Partnership of Tompkins County. Additional funding comes from Tompkins County Tourism Program and the NISCA Alliance of Resident Theaters New York Creative Opportunity Fund, a state re-grant program. And our generous donors, many of whom are here, and if you'd like to join their ranks in being donors to help make these concerts continue, you can go to triphammer.org and send us an email, or there are ways to donate there. Anyway.
But this would not be possible without our incredible volunteers who are helping you park. I know it's a little scary. Thank you for your caution and your consideration. We could not do this without all the people who pitch in almost every single week to do this. Our next concert will be next weekend. This is a bit of an extravaganza. It's a dance concert with live music. There are 4 or 5 choreographers and a lot of dancers also improvising. We have to move everything earlier because
the sun.
You know why. So at 5 o'clock, there will be a delightful scattering of dancers on the property like a living art gallery. You're free to come and draw, paint, sing, worship, photograph, videograph, write poetry, or anything you want to do. And then after an hour, we will come down here to this beautiful stage, provided in part by Greg and Susan Perot and added onto by Steve Stahl. And there will be choreographed pieces here in the second hour.
So that's a free concert, and it's 5 to 7 next weekend. We're also keep an eye on triphammer.org and Facebook, and we'll keep. We have a bunch of stuff coming, including a collaboration with the Cherry Arts Theater that'll be here, a collaboration with Chamber Music New Park, and possibly a collaboration with Music's Recreation, and maybe a few other favorite people you may know. So, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Rick Manning and a fabulous group called String Theory.
Thank you very much. Can we get the guitar down a little bit in the monitor? Nothing personal, Tom. Please make welcome Tom Hodgson, our wonderful guitarist. And I'll introduce the others in a moment. This is a tune that Tom and I recorded with our good friend Hope. It's called House on the Lake, and somehow it seemed fitting for this evening. So we'll do that for you now. And thank you all for coming. It's a really beautiful place. I was stunned when Steve called and asked to play live music somewhere, and I really had to think hard about it. Consult with my wife and get tested and just do everything you have to do. And I'm so glad you all came and that we all came too. So this is one called House on the Lake. Who wrote this, Tom? Amy Can. All right. Thank you. We like to call Stewart Park the People's House on the Lake. It's kind of our emerging theme song. I'd like to introduce now Tim Ball, the fiddler next to Tom. Tim is a wonderful fiddler who studied at Ithaca College but has embraced the traditional fiddling world and played a lot of contra dances in his time. Of course, that's not happening these days.
I think that's about the last thing that's going to come back.
Perfect
We're
storm
honest.
of transmission, yes. But anyway, please make Tim welcome, and he's going to start off a tune called Someday. It's another one that Tom and I recorded, written by Hope Greitzer.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Finally, I'd like to introduce Ariana Kim. You know her from her classical world. Teaches up at Cornell, studied at Juilliard, raises our collective IQ by a few points, just a few. She maybe wants to tell you about this, but she has a history of studying bluegrass music, much to our shock and surprise, and it's great. And she plays it like a real bluegrass fiddler. So we're going to do a couple of Bill Monroe tunes that she has arranged, called Wheelhouse and Big Mon.
I'm a bluegrass fake it till you make it-er. Yes, thank you. Thanks to all of you who came out tonight. This is an amazing crowd. Thanks to Steve for hosting this incredible event. Although I'm mainly classically trained, I spent my summers growing up in Sandpoint, Idaho, where my dad was, both my parents are violinists, and my dad was directing a chamber music program in Sandpoint, which is kind of way up north in the Panhandle near the Canadian border. And our whole family, myself, my two brothers, and my parents would move out there for most of July and August. And my mom thought to herself, what am I going to do with 3 kids in Sandpoint, Idaho all summer? And the answer was fiddle camp. So I sort of cut my teeth for about 10 years at summer fiddle camps learning a bit of this. So I'm super delighted that these 3 gentlemen have brought me into the folk music world here, old time and bluegrass. And we're going to start with a fiddle tune called Wheelhouse. It's an old Bill Monroe tune. And then we're going to go into Big Mon.
Named after the man himself, Bill Monroe.
Thank you. All right. Well, this is one that was the title cut of Tom and my first CD, also with Hope, and she wrote it. And it's called Whistling Swans. And I guess that's sort of a historic name for tundra swans. I know there's some birders here. Am I right about that? It's a lovely tune called The Whistling Swans.
It was actually written by Hope Schweitzer at the north end of Cayuga Lake, where there is a group of tundra swans who winter over up there. And she was out there inspired to, by the group, and this is how this song came about.
Ariana. Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna rewind about 350 years or so. This is a piece, I guess not quite that far, about 300 years. This is a piece by J.S. Bach, written for solo violin. And for those of you who may not know, Bach wrote 6 sonatas and partitas for solo violin that kind of, it's like a classical violinist's Bible, more or less. These are pieces that we learn when we're young, and we keep learning them and relearning them and relearning them and rediscovering them year after year. So this is the Sarabande from the B minor partita, and then Tom and I are going to play a little duo following that. Tune that probably needs no introduction. We'll let you figure that out.
Well, that was beautiful. Thank you, Ariana. And Tom? Jay Unger wrote that tune, and it was the theme song to Ken Burns' Civil War series, as many of you know. Hopefully he'll come up with a really beautiful one after we get through this period of our political upheaval. Something to look forward to. Well, from the sublime to the ridiculous now, we're going down to Texas, and we're going to do a fiddle tune called Roly Poly. I have no idea what it means.
I thought you told me, Rick, this is about a horse.
Could be, yes. I'm going to leave it up.
When he told me it was about a horse, it made just a little bit more sense to me. It still doesn't make a lot of sense, but...
Let's see what you think. Roly-poly, eating corn and taters, hungry every minute of the day. Roly-poly, he's gnawing on the biscuit. Long as he can't chew it, it's okay. Well, he can eat an apple pie, never even bat an eye. He likes everything from soup to hay. Whoa, roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. Guess he's gonna be a man someday. Take it, Ariana. Roly-poly, scrambled eggs for breakfast, bread and jelly 20 times a day. Roly-poly, well, he eats a hearty dinner. Long as he can't chew it, it's okay. Pulls up weeds and does the chores, runs both ways to all the stores. He works up an appetite that way. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. Guess he's gonna be a man someday. We got a horn blow.
All right, well, Rick and I are going to play a blast of fiddle tunes for you here. You'll have to imagine dancing to these. As we said earlier, I think it's going to be a while before being in a huge room full of sweaty people breathing on a different person every 35 seconds is a good idea. But you can enjoy thinking about dancing. We're gonna play a few tunes from Quebec. First one's called Real Montreal. Second one's Real Mattawa. And the third tune's actually from the great province of New Brunswick, the mouth of the Tobic.
This features Tim's feet.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Fiddle and feet.
Thank you very much.
Okay. What do we do in the sunsets? Play. Okay. Coming up. Oh, this is really spectacular. Thank you so much for having us, Steve and Jean.
Thanks for
And
being here.
for coming. It's really wonderful. I haven't played live. Well, I played a wedding this week for 9 people. And then after the wedding, it wasn't a real wedding, of course. So it's been 6 months since I played for anyone. I don't know about you guys. Ariana would be in Tuscany now, but she's really happy to be here, actually.
Very similar.
Okay, so this is a... You want to introduce it, Tom? You can do it. I know you can do it.
Is that other mic there for him? Oh, I think he's using his guitar.
This is such a beautiful spot. Can you hear me okay? I'm going to take this off if you don't mind.
Yeah, yeah.
This is such a beautiful spot. I want to thank Steve and Jeannie and our wonderful sound man, Ethan, for putting this together. It's such a lovely idea. We didn't know about this. I didn't know about it until Monday. And boy, what a treat. And I just also wanted to take this opportunity to thank Tim Ball. During the height of our shutdown, he provided a half an hour of music every day for like 3 months,
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
50 sets.
Well, that helped me keep going because I used to play along with him. So it was all sorts of wonderful things that happened by necessity. And I hope we continue with that spirit of innovation and togetherness. Now, and for our next tune, this is a lovely French walking tune written by a gentleman named Frederic Paris from France. And it's also on another one of our album covers. But
What's a walking tune? Do you know?
it's just like, well, it's like, can you imagine walking along a canal? It's called the Canal in
Some of you try it out
October.
for us?
It's called the Canal in October. You can imagine walking along the towpath in a very beautiful saunter. So we're going to hopefully accompany that.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. You don't want to join us? Oh, that's right. Distancing. Yeah. I think the cowboy was the original social distancer.
Think of the bandana, the whole works.
Might have to do with the body odor. I don't know what it's about, but
I did shower.
I'll put this on. Any of you ever been to opera, cowpokes?
Right.
All right. We really don't know the song, but we're doing it anyway. That's right. You gonna kick it off, Tom?
Okay. Stand so when you're looking, you can stand near the mic.
Wildcat Kelly, looking mighty pale, was standing by the sheriff's side. And when that sheriff said, "I'm sending you to jail," Wildcat raised his head and cried, "Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in, just turn me loose. Let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western skies. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise. I wanna ride to the ridge where the west commences, gaze at the moon till I lose my senses. Can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in. Wildcat Kelly, back again in town, was sitting by his sweetheart's side. And when his sweetheart said, "Come on, let's settle down," Wildcat raised his head and cried, "Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in. Just turn me loose. Let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western skies. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise. I wanna ride to the ridge where the west commences, gaze at the moon till I lose my senses. Can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in, please. Don't fence me in, oh no. Don't fence me in.
Cowboys go. Get back to the range, Steve. Tom's favorite tune. Many of us of our generation had that road trip to California back in the 70s, so for him it might have been the 60s, I don't know. That was me. Okay. So we're going to do a couple more. This is one that Ariana and I enjoy doing. It's by this great fiddler who's come to one of my Winter Village music camps, well, twice now actually, named Shane Cook. And he's a great Ontario-style fiddler, and this is an Ontario-style fiddle tune called Buck Fever Rag. fiddle trick in the book. Well, this is our last tune. Sorry. Unless Ariana wants to do a 20-minute talk.
In the dark, right?
That's a whoa. Okay. Whoa means no. Well, anyway, this is one we also recorded. It's a tune we really love with a name we really hate. It's called Pink Eye Lament. And it's written by Gail Blake, right? Yeah, in Ithacan. It's beautiful. And so thank you all so much for coming. Thank you to Steve and Jean. I really appreciate you. A lot of work doing this, figuring this out and laying it all out. And thank you all for driving in. And it's a sight to behold. I've never seen anything quite like it. So, oh yeah, Mandel.
And be careful on the way driving out. Take your time. Don't run anyone over.
In case you didn't catch that, Steve's very important advice was don't run anyone over on the way out.
Hodgson, Kim Ball, Ariana Kim, and Averitt Bannon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Beautiful night. Thank you.
We're done.
Don't forget your chair.